The Asia Foundation has been in Sri Lanka since 1954, and we've had an environment program for more than a decade, since the early 90s, and we've managed mostly community-based participation type projects. Even from the very start, it was community-based resource management that we were involved in, and I think that has evolved gradually to NGO business partnership and then the civil society partnership. I think what we've realized is that in Sri Lanka, what is important is the devolution of power to the local level.
And it needs to be, of course, implemented by local authorities or relevant key organizations and people in the local, maybe if it's Galle, it has to be the Galle district. Then there will be sustainability.
It's one of the best of all of our country environmental portfolios. Sri Lanka has a diversity of environmental projects. They focus on everything from green to brown to blue issues, natural resources issues involving community-based management, industrial management processes. All of these things have given us a rich environment to work in. The common thread for all of these projects throughout the country is our focus on local governance. That is a core theme of the Asia Foundation throughout Asia and specifically in Sri Lanka, and we feel that by focusing on local governance, we will have the most effective environmental program. One example is the CLEAN program. That's a partnership that the Asia Foundation has with WINGS. It's a program of air quality and water quality monitoring in 4 major cities in Sri Lanka. And what really makes that program work so well is that they have a very good relationship with the local government, with the local councils that are governing their natural resources, with citizen input. And that's something the Asia Foundation is always striving for. And that's what makes it such a good program.
We started off with the air quality monitoring. And then it took some time for us to get ourselves organized for water quality monitoring, to purchase instruments, the training and so on. So we are monitoring at least twice a week.
They go out first, they say, okay, this project belongs to this city, and they meet the mayor. They have fantastic presentation they do. Then they convince why the city need this and the benefits.
First, we initiated this project with the main local authority body in each city, the municipal council.
I am very much interested in maintaining the right kind of environment in my town.
We talk with them, we discuss with them about how we could improve our city condition with better environmental management practices.
When this particular project was introduced to me, I immediately took a liking to it.
What really happens is, in that approach, is the stakeholders or the beneficiaries get involved at the very beginning, and they doesn't get involved just for the sake of it. They get involved after understanding the benefit for them.
They are doing research work, and they are taking a message across to the people how you could be a party to control the pollution of the environment.
That's why Colombo City, the only board in the city hall premises is the Clean Air Board. And in the middle of Kandy, the only board the Kandy city allowed is the Air Quality Board of WINGS.
So we are putting up the water quality in these big billboards for the people to see and also the authority to see. So that gives the trend. So that is the monitoring part, and also we are trying to get the entire community involved in it for the prevention of further pollution. Now these measurements are carried out by the students. We have trained them how to use instruments. So they come here and do the measurements. One thing, the public here, they can see what is happening into the quality. At least now they can do something to protect it, at least at this stage. And also it gives a very good indication for the municipal council whether it is going good or bad. Green is good, red is bad. You know, because some people may not understand what these numbers, by looking at the color code, they will see, you know, whether it is green or red.
We don't have the resources to make a leverage point be just saving some particular thing, because if we haven't built the capacity of the institution for the next time that natural resource or that environment is threatened, then we haven't gotten anywhere.
Now, some of these things, the carbon monoxide, nitrogen dioxide, will be important for our future projects, because the vehicle emission monitoring is going to be mandatory. Yeah. So this will provide a very good baseline data for us to see the effectiveness of that project.
Wonderful. And now you're working to get the vehicle emissions program.
That's right. That's right. So it will be, hopefully it will be in place by mid next year.
Their objectives are well beyond just the narrow focus of a particular program. They're looking for much longer term sustainable kind of results.
Our angle is not to solve all the problems, but to build pilots, build models, so that the normal process will take over from there.
The Sri Lanka program has grown a lot over the last 5 to 6 years. We're now engaged with government leaders, with government institutions.
And I think what we have done is create a capacity in Sri Lanka for local communities to work with government and with the private sector on issues that affect them at the local level, environment issues that really matter to them.